I'm in Canada, right outside of Toronto, on my way to go see Lady Tron tonight at a place called the Phoenix Concert Theater. And I'm kind of surprised that I didn't hear anything on a radio for the show tonight. In the old days, CFNY would probably say something that Lady Tron's playing. I mean, it's kind of gothy in a way. I mean, this station used to play that kind of music. They used to have a show called Club 102 of all things. That was a live-to-air event from the Phoenix Concert Theater itself every Saturday. It used to play all kinds of good stuff. I mean, it was mostly stuff in the 90s when it has heyday, like 9 Inch Nails and Ministry and Nirvana, and then later on Foo Fighters and, you know, bands like that. It even got, you know, a little bit edgy with stuff like Skinny Puppy, but at the same time too, they were trying to fill their Canadian content quotient, which most people outside of Canada would not know that Canadian radio stations are required to play a certain percentage. It varies depending who's in office, but usually it'll be a third to, and sometimes 40% of everything that's being played that should be a Canadian artist. And maybe that was part of the reason why they played them. Although, you know, I don't know what it was trying to be, a goth club or alternative rock club or whatever type of thing. But after a year or so, CFNY got out of the whole live-to-air business, and I think even rarely now they don't even think they do any you know, remote location things. Maybe if they're, you know, selling a car or something like that. But it's kind of sad though, because it's, you know, Lady Tron's a really good artist. You know, her music is really good. But when I come to think of it, there isn't any radio station in Toronto that would actually plug it, except for maybe, you know, the college radio station CIUT, University of Toronto, or I think Ryerson has a station, I think 88.1, but they're not as strong. I would get actually CIUT out where I live across Lake Ontario. It's a pretty big signal, but other than that, I can't think of any promotional radio station for her at all, or the group actually, so it's kind of odd, but it should be a good show though, and it's, you know, it's really kind of convenient on a weekday to go drive up, park, and drive on back, you know, so it should be a good night. I've actually seen a couple shows actually this year up at the Phoenix. The first one was Death Cab for Cutie when they had this club show before their amphitheater tour. Then I was bored one night and I went to see Atmosphere and Evidence, which is actually surprisingly a really good show. I mean, I just knew that one hit from Atmosphere, but it turned out to be really good night of music, actually, really good value. But anyways, that's about it. I think I'm going to be next to this chopper pretty soon, and so you'll be able to hear me. You know, that's another thing too. If my car made just as loud of a noise as a motorcycle, I would get pulled over and cited a loud muffler ticket. How is it that motorcycles can make as much noise as they want? I don't know. Anyways, I've rambled on for long enough, and I should get going.